Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Looney Tunes here. So, we are back on ATS again, and we have a lot of new things that we found out, a lot of new things that we've dealt with, and we've tried to fix. But unfortunately, there are still a lot of modders out there who have not finished the trailers yet. So, we know now that there's a lot of trailers that need to be updated. So please let the modders do their job. Let them get them updated. They're working on it. It's not an easy chore to put things the way it's supposed to be for SCS. So, like I said, it has to do with the cargo, how they are put on the trailers and how they are received with the trailers and in the load menu and so on and so forth. So they have to all match up and everything has to work out just right for them to work. But yes, SCS trailers are all you really have if you don't have modded trailers. So, that said, right now, like I said, we have Bart's trailers. Those are all still working just fine. And also, just yesterday, I found out ATS expansion pack has been updated to 154, as you can see here. Now, it's the same requirements, and they also said on the instructions in the, or the information when you go to download the mod, that they have no attachments to the Missouri DLC, which I have already received it and I have it in there and using it, so it works fine. And I will let you guys know which the best way to handle it is with your mods if you use a lot of mods. Now, like I said, the ATS expansion works. You don't have to worry about it. It's not required to have the DLC. You can still use it. But there is a couple things you have to worry about though. So this is the expansion. This is what they call the cargo add-on. So this is only for when you have modded trailers. As you can see, Shadow Walkers, Z-Mods, Drone Modding, Southern Skinnings. It tells you all the trailers, the modded trailers that you can use that are attached to the ATS expansion pack, which basically it's loading hay, loading log machinery, and loading hay and stuff like that. But we will look in another one of my profiles. I will show you what it looks like on there and explain how it goes after I do this little intro here. Now, as you can see, yep, the BART trailers are still working. This is the food gate trailer. All this stuff works wonderful. I have no issues with it so far. The cat's working just fine. I put the Team Edition mods in there. They're working just fine. Pro Mods is working. Like I said, Brian's mod maker, his stuff is working. Now, Shadow Walker, his trucks work fine, but the trailers do not work yet. So like I said, give them time, let them fix their mods, they'll deal with it. Now the gas tankers for Shadow Walker, you don't really have to worry about it. I mean, if you can go in there, set it up, buy it, get a load, and go with it, it doesn't really matter because you don't see the load. You're not going to see what's on there. It's just like the reefer trailer, same thing. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But as far as I know, the trailers, you can work on there. I had a steerable dolly on there. Now, the loads do not show up on there, so no, it's not working right now. His trucks, they all work just fine, which I'll show you one of them in my other profile. And unfortunately, Pinka's Mods is still not working. I can't say to anything right now when they're going to be ready or how much longer it's going to be. That's kind of an up in air thing with this specific modder. So it's really up in the air for that. That's all I can really say about that. Now, because of the Missouri DLC, I have also noticed that the Great America expansions, all the Great America map thing will not work. It does not work because of the DLC. It will show up, it will go in there, but if you have the DLC of Missouri in there, it will show up broken roads on the Missouri state map. So you take it out and you'll have Missouri. If you don't have Missouri and you still use Great America, that's fine. It's still okay. Now, he is also working on his update. He'll get it out as soon as it's done. So, like I said, give him time. All right, moving on here. It's basically the same as it was before. Everything's working. I basically just use small things right now until things gear up and get better again. So the sound mods, all that's working. Yeah, the nitro mods, big trailer is not working right now, so it's called the TK360. It's a really huge trailer and it has big loads that go on it. All the sounds are working. Yep, everything's working. Rudis trailers, they're working just fine. There's a couple little glitches in there that's not working yet, but I'm sure they'll fix it in time. It'll get addressed eventually. Now, as far as Shadow Walker's Western Star, where he has his trailers add-on, I'm not sure how that works right now. I have not tested it yet, but like I said, give them time, they'll work it. His Superliner, his Peterbilt 352, it's working just fine. I use it and it's working. Now, as we come down to the maps, and in this profile, as you can see, I run the Pro Mods maps, and I'm running all the Reformer maps, which actually I buy on the Patreon. That's how I get my maps, so I get them for free every time as long as I keep on the Patreon. I know some of you guys say, well, why pay them so much? But yeah, you know, getting these updated maps, it's worth it actually for me. Especially like a big map like this, Mexico, it's really decent actually, to tell you the truth. The Alaska one, that still works. I'm pretty sure that doesn't have any glitches right now. It shows up, it works in there, it's fine. Now, coming back to the ATS expansion pack, as far as I know, I have not been able to get it to work in with any other map packs. Now, like I said, it's just the start of the update 154. Okay, so right now, I'm pretty sure the coast to coast map has been updated for you guys to use it. I haven't tested the expansion pack with that one. Now, he does, in Trucking Mods, they do have a mod that makes it compatible with ATS expansion. Of course, you have to put it in with it. Now, by itself, the ATS expansion and the Cargo's add-on, they work by themselves without any other map packs. They work just fine. You won't have any issues whatsoever. Now, as far as this, I tried putting it in with the Reformer and the Pro Mods. It does not work. I cannot get it to... I can't even get the game to come into it. It would crash immediately before it loads. So I wouldn't suggest using it with any map packs just right now. I would wait a few more months until they get more mods out and they have had a chance to look at what it works and what doesn't work. So just give them a chance. But if you want to use it, I recommend that you use it by itself. Now, I know it's kind of a tedious process to get several profiles up, and excuse me, sorry about that. It has a really, tedious process to have several profiles going at one time. Okay, now let's move on to the next one, which we are going to go into our other profile. This is the one that I was in last time when I first started up. Now I'm going to use the other profile, which is this one right here. It has less mods in it. As you can see here, I only have just the graphics and sounds, a few little, things here and there. The cats, the damage, a few little lights, light packs, and the accessories. Now this is basically all this right here is Team Edition mods. So I'm going to use his trucks in here, and also I have Chaos Shadow Walker's Peterbilt, which works fine. Now as far as trailers, I just put Bart's trailers in there, seeing as those are the only ones that really work good. And his Bart's trailers work with ATS expansion. His name is in there, so they will work. So I have bought a livestock trailer, Bart's Livestock. I bought one to use with expansion pack. So we're going to see how that goes. Now, as far as I know, it works just fine. I was in there. His stuff shows up. And there's, like I said, there's a couple little glitches in there that, you know, we're going to show you here real quick what happens. You know, it's nothing big, but I just would not push those buttons, you might say. Alright, give it a second here. Alrighty, here we are. We are back in here, and as you can see, this is KI Shadow Walker's Peterbilt 352, which is a gorgeous truck. I love this truck. Now, for some reason, there are a few of the nodes that I've noticed that are missing, and I don't know why, but maybe it just has to be a little TLC added back to it and put the nodes back in there, but we'll find out. But it's fine. It's just a couple nodes that, you know, a lot of you probably won't even know they're missing. But here is the truck. As you can see, it's gorgeous. Lovely truck. I mean, there's got a lot of options to this truck. I mean, I think it's a little bit better than Ruda's truck. Not saying it's not, you know, anything wrong with Ruda's truck. It's just like I think this 352 here is a little bit better. It has more modes or more nodes, option nodes to select from. Now I know Ruda probably don't like to hear that, but I'm not saying it's anything wrong. I like his truck just the same as I like this truck. I'm just saying this Pacific truck, Chaos Shadow Walker's 352, has a little bit more nodes you could select from. So, and on the inside, it's basically, yep, that's kind of screwed up. Alright, I forgot to take off one little thing that I forgot to select on here, because I can't move inside the cab because I was testing out doing the eye tracker, and the eye tracker thing does not work. So I'm trying to remember here how I went about doing that. I think I put a key binding in there to turn it off. I gotta check and see if it's still in there. So yeah, the head tracker right here is to enable head tracking. I don't have it enabled, so see, that's the problem. I have to have it enabled, and I think it was the end button, so I just have to select the end, and there we go. So that took off open left window. I don't really open the windows on there. I usually use my dash simulator on my tablet, which I don't have it running right now because I haven't really went into that and updated that one yet. I'm kind of like a little bit behind on some of my updates, so I got to get to you know, updating things. All right, that should do it. Let's see if we can go in there and we'll turn it off. See, right now I'm moving my mouse. I can't move, so I turn it off and now I can move. So basically, I just keybind it to turn head tracking off, to turn it off. So if you intend on using eye tracking and you want to use it and to keep it on, then I would make sure you put a key in there that you could turn it off with. So like I said, I've been trying to get the eye tracking device in here, and I'm trying to get the free mode. Now the camera I have is kind of like an old camera and it's not really working that well, so I don't want to use it. I'm either going to get the beam eye tracking on Steam, which costs like $30. You pay a one-time fee, $30, and you get it. So, and that is through Steam. You buy it and you just, like any other game, you go in, you press play, it turns it on, and you go through the whole motions. Now, if you guys want to know other, how to work and stuff like that, I can give you a demonstration. But other than that, there are other videos out there that have demonstrations on that. So we won't go in depth on that now that we got this working. So as you can see inside the cab, I'm able to use the cat on this one, but I can't put a co-pilot in there. Why this is not on here, I don't know. Maybe it is now. I don't know, because I rearranged it and I put more add-ons to it, so we'll see if it's in there. So as you can see right there, I just have that one. So no, it's not in here. I can't put a co-pilot in here. Why he doesn't have that in here, I don't know. So, but that's just on this specific truck in Shadow Walker's trucks. Now, as you can see here, we go out the truck and we'll show you the nodes. Now, Ruda's trucks, he's catching up with a lot of his updates, so he's pretty much, updates are getting, really good. So as you can see, they have a lot of selections here. Nice truck, really, really nice truck. All right. Now, I specifically got on this particular profile because I want to do the Cruising America for the new Missouri map DLC. So we're going to go look at a couple loads, short loads here. We're going to try and do a couple short loads so we can get that going and give you guys a brief summary. Now, as far as the loads are concerned, as you can see the live event, you have to do 12 cities. And I'm pretty sure there's 12 cities, probably like one more that we haven't seen on here. Now, basically, it's just all you do is you go through the cities and you do more than 100 miles. It has to be through external contracts or external markets, so you can use a modded trailer with loads. I would suggest using a SCS trailer and get loads through that, because right now it'd be easier that way, seeing as the trailers aren't really any good trailers to do it with. Okay, so we need to do to or from any 12 different Missouri cities, so that's really simple. So basically you just pick a city, go from it to another one, and you just go back and forth, like a rubber band, just keep snapping yourself back and forth to each one. Alright, so we don't have a cargo, we don't have a trailer, so we don't need to do the cargo. We can't do the external market, so we have to do contracts. So these are the contracts that pop up, and we want to do a short one. So right now we're in St. Louis, and I did buy a garage here so that I can travel back to it if I need to. Sorry about that. Got a little dry throat, so bear with me, please. So let's go to the next one here. We need something that looks pretty interesting, but also that is more than 100 miles. So as you can see, there's a lot of St. Louis and St. Louis. St. Louis is actually a big, pretty city. So here we got a yard truck, which is actually, I think this particular trailer, I think this is Bart's Trailers, because they have shown up on the maps. In the contract, regular, contract. I've seen them in there. So I'm pretty sure that's Bart Trailer. We'll find out. We can find out real easy if it is. So this is actually 146. So we can run this one and do this, and it will show up going from, we'll do St. Louis and we'll do Jefferson. So we'll get those two right off the bat. Alright, so we'll begin the delivery. And as you guys know, everybody, that when you use the external contracts, when you use World of Trucks Progress, the external contracts or external markets, you're only allowed to go 65 miles an hour, which I don't know why that is on there. I don't know if there's any mods out there to break that in order for you to go faster, but I mean, you guys more than welcome to go find them. If you do, please let me know if there is one. Alright, so let's get going. We'll go find out where this trailer is and grab her and see how well this runs. Alright, let's get a move on here. We'll start outside the truck. Crank her up. Yeah, that's a gorgeous truck. I love this truck. It's like one of my favorites. Now the engine I have in there is called the N14 Cummins Loach. And this is actually its own design, so it'll sound like this. You'll know which engine it is every time you start it up because it sounds exactly like this every time. Now, as far as Shadow Walker, his trucks are not in Z-Mod's mods. If you want them, you have to put them in yourself, and there's a certain way to do that, and it's in the Open Defs mod. Now you can do it. It's kind of a real tedious process, so I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't dealt with it. I haven't even went to go look how to do it. I just dealt with it the way it was. So, all right, let's go ahead and get this load. And unfortunately, no, I did not set up my shifter yet. It's a lot of stuff. Like I said, I gotta update a lot of stuff, and I'm kind of backed up. Oh, isn't that nice? 51 miles. I gotta go pick it up. All right, let's get moving here. Now I do have on this one set up with the engine brake, so it's its own distinctive, yeah, engine brake. Alright. Oh, hey, look at that. We got St. Louis discovered. All we had to do was move a few feet and it's good. A little wobbly wibbly there. Still out of practice at playing the game. Sorry about that, but just bear with me. We'll try to get back in practice. Play a lot more here. Hopefully I can make a lot more videos. Oh, that's funny. Did you just see that? That guy just drove in on a red light. Oh, no, wait. He wasn't at a light. Was it? Or is it the... no, okay. It's the next one. So we need to get on I-70. And we can turn on a red light, can't we? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this eye tracker thing set up pretty good here. Kind of like the eye tracker thing is now. I mean, you can even get it for free now. It's just there's a lot of YouTube videos out there on show you how to do it for free. But I mean, I tried it. I think I missed a couple little steps in the procedure of getting set up, and also my camera's a little outdated. So yeah, I think this is our stop coming up here. So yeah, that's the engine brake. Hey, we gotta turn off the freaking light here. Yeah, I don't even bother looking anymore. I just go right on out there. Oh, we're going too fast. Oh no. green light. Yeah, let's not waste any time here. Let's hurry up and get this done. Probably get in another quick load here, maybe. Yep, we got to turn up here at the light. Alright, let's go in here. Okay. Security check. Interesting. That's new. I guess a lot of these areas are security check now, so you have to do they don't automatically open. Turn signal off there. So it looks like we're picking up some new machinery. Wonderful. Hey buddy, how's it going? Open her up. Alright. I don't think we're in the right place. Nope, we're not in the right place. Yeah, I missed it. It's up a little further. Wonderful. So yeah, I still have the automatic setup on the keyboard here. So, all right, where do we need to go to grab this load? Oh, there it is. Way in the back, all loaded up, ready for me to go. Reverse it back up. Look, wrong way. So yeah, that's another thing. When you get the eye tracker in there, if you can get the free one set up on your computer, hey, you don't have to worry about going out in the view of the camera unless you just want to really get a view of the truck driving or whatever. But you could use it like backing up and everything, as long as you have the eye tracker steady. Okay. Oof. All right, we got 147 miles to go. Yep, you ready there, kitty? Let's get a move on here. See, that's the one good thing about having the eye tracker. You don't have to use the mouse to move it around all the time, you know. Yeah, it looks like Kitty's excited. And tired. Alright, let's get on move on here. Yep, that's a one nice trailer. Yeah, I think that's... No, this is a Prestige pack. Yeah, that's what that is. It's a Prestige pack that you have from SCS. It's the DLC, so yeah. It's not a bad looking trailer, though. It's pretty decent. But now, before, I have seen Bart's trailers before this update in the... you know, load setups to where you can grab his without even having a trailer, but times are changing, things are changing, so I don't know if it'll go back that way or not, or what, but we'll see what happens. But I don't know, it just seems like I just have the funny feeling that, you know, modders are getting kind of upset with this kind of stuff the way it's going, and it's like I don't know if SCS even likes to have modders in here. But just to tell you guys the truth, I love playing with mods. It makes it more interesting. I mean, you know, find out new things and things you can do with that gamers, you know, are taking a lot longer to figure out. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I mean, I'm just saying it makes things more interesting and to keep playing the game. So, to tell you the truth, having all these mods helps them keep their game, and actually people buy it more because they can use the mods. So, I don't think they're going to really get rid of not having mods, because then they would lose a lot of money. Probably. Alright, here we got to get on the highway here. Well, oh, look at that kitty sleeping with his tongue out. Funny. Forgot to put on my turn signal. Oh, hello, kitty. Yeah, that thing goes through a series of just the same old things, you know what I mean? Alright, now, these cars need to stop doing this. This AI traffic is really annoying. Let's see if we can get 2 quick loads in here. Hurry and get these loads done. Nice if you guys can put arms on there where you can actually see that you actually have arms. Ooh, look at that. Sorry about that. I can't move over, bud. Broke down car. Oh, look at that. We got a way station coming up. Please give me bypass. Bypass. I used to sit there and say that all the time. No. Oh, look at that. No bypass. That's just my luck. Even on the road, when I was truck driving on the road, I still was unlucky. They always used to, like, you know, had to be go through the way station. Even if it was just the bypass going through the way station. It's just simply keep rolling through type thing, but you still had to go in there so you don't get pulled over. You know what I mean? Alright, come on, bud. Hurry and get out of my way. Now, we were supposed to stop until the scale was clear, and then we were to move on. Yeah, if we didn't do that, yeah. They get pretty irritated when you do things like that. And then they make you pull over and they do an inspection on you, which kind of is not a good thing. Alright, look at that. 60,000. We're good. See you, bud. Thank you. So you basically just stay out of sight, out of mind, do what you're supposed to do, and get the heck out of there, and then you don't have to worry about anything. Unless they've had a bug up their butt about, you know, doing a bunch of inspections, then you got caught in there, you know, so it happens sometimes. But as long as you kept your truck up to par, you know, make sure everything was supposed to be the way it's supposed to be, and you don't have to worry about getting any violations. So yeah, unfortunately we can only go the speed limit of 65. Alright, yeah. Hey, that guy slowed down a little bit. Thank you. And he got caught behind that other truck because he moved in the right lane. Yeah, we had to deal with this stuff on the road all the time. I hated dealing with the cars doing just retarded things that, you know, you don't see, you know, on everyday occurrences like when you're at home and stuff. It's just all over the country. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody, but I'm just saying, people just think before what you do, okay? It's no reason to, you know, go out there and do retarded things, you know what I mean? I know I'm not saying the truck drivers are any better. They do retarded things too, so. But it's no reason to get mad over and start, you know, brake checking and all that stuff. And yes, I get brake checked all the time. Just for doing what I'm supposed to be doing. These cars didn't like it because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, you know, for example, I go through a construction zone and it says all trucks use left lane. I get yelled at by people driving by me saying, get out of the left lane. You're not supposed to be in the left lane, when there was a construction sign saying for me to stay in the left lane through the construction zone. You know what I mean? So it's like, people, please read the signs. Maybe you'll understand why I'm in the left lane. So, just saying, read the signs. Us truck drivers, we have to read the signs too, you know what I mean? Oh my God, that was quick. We're almost there. Holy moly. So I'm not a real fan of the Lope engine that much, but I like it. Once in a while I'll put it in. It's a pretty decent engine. Sounds pretty nice. Got that little womp 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 in there. It's pretty, you know, decent sound, I guess. I don't like the retarder that much though. I think the best one I like out of all of them is Cummins Big Cam. That's probably the best one I like. Yeah, a lot of the other guys, they like the Cat 16 and stuff like that. I'm not really much of a Cat type engine guy. I like the Cummins engines and the Detroit engines. And I have a couple of them also, but like I said, Shadow Walker doesn't, you know, honor, he doesn't have the Z mods in his, you know, you'd have to put them in yourself, so. Yeah, we got about 50 miles and we'll be done here. Cruise on and just go to town. Ooh, look at that. Little Smoky Bear on the road. He bypassed me. See, that's the thing about, you know, when we had trucks and stuff like that out there and we drove for companies, they have to, like, set their trucks at a certain speed limit is what they call it. They have to govern it, and it's through the engine. So we're only allowed to go 65 or 60 or 70, whatever the company, you know, was able to put their trucks at, they would do that. Now you get an ungoverned truck and yeah, you can go a little bit faster, you know, but yeah, it looks like we have to get off here at Jefferson City. Can I move over? Yep, move over. And we gotta go left. You're going a little fast down that hill. And Yes, yeah, I've been to like every state like 20 times over. So I've been through, this city, that city. I've been all through Missouri. Even I've been through the Missouri caves too. Yep, I've been in there also. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to make a left turn up here eventually, so we're gonna have to move over. Hey, there's that cop. Got off the same exit I did. Kind of scares you when things like that happen, when you're out in the real world and the cop's like, you see the same cop like several miles down the road, like, oh no, is he following me? You know? All right, green light, let's go. Come on. Any day now. 7 o'clock at night. Might as well turn my lights on. Yeah, I like this. He kind of updated his lights and he got like different, tints behind the lights or the dash and stuff. Pretty different. He's got like 4 or 5 different colors you can put back there. Green, blue, purple. So yeah. Come on, guys, let me over. Somebody let me over. I think that car's gonna let me over, maybe. Maybe not. Oh no, wait. I was wrong. We have to get off at this exit. Alrighty. So we don't need to look right. There's no road over there. Ha ha. Alrighty. Here before something else comes out this way. Yeah, I still know how to drive a truck, but I'm still a little rusty here and there. Yeah, and I put a blue dome light, blue tint inside here. Alrighty, where are we turning it here? Let's make sure we get the right place to turn in this time. And that'd be right here. So I don't have the one mod that changes the business name. So these are the business names that, or actually SCS's business names, that they have to put other than what's in here. Okay, we need to find out where drop this off at. I'm assuming it's going to be right there. So, alright, we're going to do this the hard way. We're going to use our mirrors. See if I still got what it takes to back a truck in here. And a drop deck on top of it. Yeah, they're a lot harder to back a drop deck in here instead of, the dry vans or reefers. I'm going to have to, like, get out, stick my head out the window so I could see. I know I got a lot of room on the other side. Not too shabby. A little bit off, but yeah, it happens. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Alright, that's pretty good. Hey, look at that. First backup right in the hole. Nice. As Jim Carrey says in his game, like a glove. Yeah. Alright. load right here. Oh, that's going a long ways up out that way there. I guess we could do a quick 200-mile run that way. That'd be nice. So let's get this one. We'll do this one real quick. Just a short load of scrap metal. Short load. Not. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We'll just take this one and we'll do 2 quickies. Alright, so we need to find out where this one's at. Where is it at? It's probably going to be like right over here somewhere. It's probably going to be on the other side, watch. Yeah, it's on the other side. Unfortunately. So, do I have to go on the other way? Where is it? Is there another side to this place? I don't know. Well, we're going to have to go find out, aren't we? Whoops, wrong button. I do that from time to time. Alright, let's go see if we can find out where this other trailer is. This is an easy load. Yep, I think they do have another side. Yeah, they do. Do they? Is it over here? Nope, it's not. Where is it at? Well, that's weird. It says it's here. Don't tell me it's way on the other end. You can't see it. That's probably where it is. Well, I'm glad it's in the, you know, evening time when everybody went home. I don't want to hit nobody's cars over here. So it's got to be here. Oh, there it is. Yep. Being a short trailer is going to be back here, you know, hidden behind other trailers. Alright, there we go. Alright. Back up to this one. So yeah, I tend to do that once in a while when I need to back up like this really quick. In real life, yeah, we did stick our head out the window, so we did do that. Actually, there were some truck drivers who actually would, you know, open the door, step out on the deck, and back up standing on the deck of their truck while they're backing up. I don't know what possesses them to do that because they have no control of the brake and gas at that point. So, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense, you know. I guess they're that confident that they're going to get it the first time, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're connected to that. So let's get on the move here. So yeah, this is a half of a day run and well into the night. Let's get going here. Back onto the highway we go. So we're going to have to make a left turn up here, so we need to be in the left lane. Yeah, we were always bored out on the road, you know, we had to have somebody to talk to, so we had buddies that we sat on the phone for like hours on end, you know. Of course, we did not have our phone in our hand, we have headsets, of course. You know, a lot of people have more extravagant headsets than others, but, you know, we just need a simple headset so we can talk to somebody while we're driving. Sometimes, yeah, I'd have my wife go with me, you know, it was nice having somebody in the cab with you. You know, it was really nice. So this one's going to be a little bit longer, not much longer, but it's going to be a little bit longer. Then we'll call it a day after this one, and we'll see how many of these cities we got. It should only be probably about 3, because I don't think they're going to be like you got to like visit to and from, so you can't do it to and from twice. So it has to be the city name beside it, whichever you're going to or from. So we're only going to get 3 out of it, which is not bad. We, get it down to 9. Top it out at 65 where you have to be. It's kind of retarded if you ask me. So it's like, working for the external contracts and stuff like that. It's like you're being governed at 65. Oh, wonderful. What do we got up here? Everybody's slowing down for what reason? I don't know. See if I can move over. Oh, that's why, because it's going down to a 2-lane road. Come on, dude, let me in there. Hey, he's gonna let me in there. That's nice. Oh, that was so nice. Oh, I think he did it because there's a cop car in front of me. Well, I guess this one's gonna be a little bit longer than I suspected. I hate traveling on these back 2 country roads, 2-lane roads. It's just annoying as heck. You get behind like a bunch of cars and it's so annoying. Like, oh my god, it's annoying. You get some that'll go like 50 miles an hour or 55, and the speed limit's 65, and it's like, come on, people, drive, please. Gee, speed limit's 60. I'm barely going 45. This highway. Oh, let's just slow down. Hurry. Why are they doing that? Nobody even uses their turn signals. They just move over in your way. You know what I mean? Oh, it's that nice truck driver. He let me in there. That was nice. So we're going to move over again so we can get by these guys because they're going slow. We're at 125 already. Wow. Moving pretty good. So I think we might have to go in the right lane, maybe, I think. No, yes? Find out here in a minute. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go in the right lane. Stay on this road. Yeah, we're going a little bit too fast. Speeding a little bit, that's okay. Only 3 over. Yeah, I remember these highways all too well. I travel them all the time. Sorry about that. Ooh, look at that nice dozer. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, the modded trailers are nice, you know, have different loads, bigger loads, huge loads, you know, really, really heavy loads, you know. But, you know, when it comes down to it, the SCS trailers, I mean, they're pretty nice. They're not that bad. I mean, you can make them look good. It's not that bad. I mean, I have used them occasionally here and there, you know, just despite, you know, just do something, you know, different. So, I mean, it's basically what you guys want. And I know there's a lot of mods out there, the really nice ones that you guys really want, but they cost money. And a lot of people can't afford them, so they have to go to the free mods or go to the Steam, you know, workshop and get the mods there. But they're still good, so I mean, it's not that bad. So we gotta move. We should move over here. I know how people don't like. Oh, we got a way station. Yep, we're definitely gonna have to move over. Hope this one's closed. Jeez, with my luck, I'm gonna have to get pulled into this one too. Yeah, see, told you. I am the worst luck with way station. The worst luck. Got a little too fat on the entrance there. Yeah, I did that one time going in a way station. I think it was in California. They said I was going too fast on my entranceway, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't slow down fast enough. So luckily, they just let me, you know, go on that one. I told them I had a problem, you know, slowing down, which was kind of true. I mean, I wasn't making it up. Ooh, this one's a little bit more, 71,000. Must be a lot of scrap metal in there. You know, to tell you too, that cat is kind of distracting in a way. Because I have a tendency to keep looking over at the cat. But it's nice, though, having that in there. And, yeah, I did have a dog with me when I was on the road, so I did have a companion. It was nice having a dog out there. Whoop, almost run off the road there. That's what happens when you take your hand off the steering wheel. Hey, we're almost done. Wasn't that nice? This was a pretty quick load. We're about 40 miles out. Not too bad, not too shabby. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get a bunch of these done so I can get these cities discovered. Now, the profiles I have, they're like really less, so I have a tendency to start over all the time with my profiles. I haven't really had a profile that's went that long where I've had most of the map covered. I mean, I've been playing for over 5 years on this game, but I just have a tendency to start over with new profiles all the time. So, but we'll see, and we'll try and get a lot more done. So, and I want to do this in case this, look at that Cape Bernardo. I don't think, yeah, we're going here, but why What the heck? Why aren't we getting off this exit? This doesn't make sense. Why do I have to go a little bit further with it? Why can't I get off there and drive down that road? Don't know. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. Oh, that's why, because it's cut off. Oh, look at that, it's starting to rain. Oh my gosh. Turn on the wipers here. We need to slow down. And yeah, I have almost missed my exits because of being distracted. Kind of wanted to make that green light anyway. Yeah, look at that, another green light. Isn't that nice? Ooh, seems to be coming down pretty good now. Another red light. Oh, hey, isn't that nice? He changed. Really? He's going this way too. Oh my god. Really? He's probably going to keep going straight. He's not pulling in the same area I am. I don't think he is. And we're here at Rockport. Yeah, he kept rolling. Alright, now we need to find our offload point here. I think it's over to our right somewhere. It'd be nice if they probably put this to where you have to go over the scale and, you know, just, I mean, they don't have to do it to where it shows up on anywhere. Just, you know, like they have the checkpoint. Maybe you need to just drive up on the scale, hit the return, like say, yep, you're good, and then go, you know. But yeah, we always had to pull up on the scale all the time, you know. Alrighty. Ding dong ding, we're done. Alright, where is it at? Is it over here? Oh yeah, I think it's over here in the back. Yeah, that was actually a pretty short trailer there. Nice trailer though. Boy, doesn't that look sweet though? Nice long frame there, you know, extended frame. Alright, we need to find our spot. Where is our spot? That's not it right there, is it? Watch it be behind these containers. I'll be irritated if it is. Yeah, it's behind the container. Wonderful. Alrighty. Alright. Well, this shouldn't be too bad of a backup here. Let's see if we can try and do this from Mirror 2. Alright, let's stick our head out the window. Get our head wet. So, as a lot of you guys, you know, if you're new to trucking, I mean, you've never been trucking, you like the game, you play the game, I highly recommend you do the training, the truck training on the thing. But, you know, me, you know, driving for a while and being a professional truck driver is kind of like second nature to me. Yeah, this one I kind of went over too far. I didn't set it up just right the way I wanted it. So we don't have to stick our head out. We can finish it this way too. Alright, there we go. Nice. Well, it took us one pull-up. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Well, I still got what it takes. Alrighty, alrighty. We got that done. Now let's just mosey on out here a little bit. Drive over to like the gas station or something. Park it. So we got a couple, 2 or 3 in. We got them done for the Missouri Cruising. Excuse me, the Cruising the Missouri DLC. Said that backwards. Let's see if we can go find ourselves here. Yeah, this is one of them dropping hooks, so they don't have my other load ready, so we're just going to go down to the gas station. Yeah, we had to do that quite a bit, you know, when we're driving. Come on, all right, give me the map. All right, what do we got here? So there's a big gas station right down the road. So if we go out here and get back out in the road, we can go to the gas station down the road. Yes, we will do that. And we will start back again next time with the next one, and we'll see what loads we can do from here, or maybe go to the closest city near us and do a couple more. Come on, guys, let's go. It's like, move it, move it. It's clear, it's clear, it's all clear. Looks like everybody's pulling into the truck stop for the night. Yeah, we'll fuel her up in the morning. Let's park here. Park right here. Yep, we're good. Alright, we're done. Yep, park nice and neat here. Look at those beautiful blue lights. Aren't they nice? Yep, you can have all those selections in there if you put them in just right. take the cat out for a walk and you know, let her do her thing out there. She likes to go outside sometimes, so you know, kind of potty trained her to go outside. I don't like kitty litters in my truck. It's kind of a small space, if you noticed. All right. Okay, well, there you have it. Let's take a look-see, and we will see. Yeah, there we go. We got 3 of them done. We got Cape Granado, Jefferson City, and St. Louis. So we only have 9 more to do, and we're done. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And if you like the video, please smash that like button. And anybody new out there, if you're just seeing my video, please subscribe. And you will see a lot more helpful hints and a lot more information about what the heck is going on out there. So thank you very much. We will see you the next time. Goodbye for now.